Sup, it's Mason Lux, or Clownhaven now. I changed my channel, so now I am just known as Clownhaven. So let's just say Clownhaven, but my watermark is still gonna say Mason Lux. That's not changing anytime soon. But this time, it's not really just a commentary. It's more just like info on an OC video. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. So this OC that I'm drawing right now, her name is Seiren Tokira, or just Dr. Tokira, because they didn't really use her last name because it wouldn't sound really good with that, so they just call her either Agent Tokira or Dr. Tokira. And Tokira is just a part of her first name that they just wanted to use, so now she's just known as Dr. Tokira or Agent Tokira. However, she isn't really like a regular scientist, really. She's kind of like Dr. Bright, where she accidentally gave herself immortality instead of an amulet. Really, it's just... Okay, well, I don't know what his amulet does, but that's besides the point. But here's some basic stuff about Seiren. She is about 5'5", and her anomalous abilities are that she can actually summon tendrils or tentacles. So within that, she can basically control them very easily, but the only downside is that she wasn't really born with the ability to create tentacles, you know? It was more so that an anomaly really just possessed her, and this is where the tentacles came from. So, yeah. But that's just some key info, really. But another fun fact about her is that a D class is actually her sister. And actually the D class is, it's a D class who can actually contain and hold an SCP, considering that it won't kill them in the process, because that's the only one that it can really control without killing, because it likes them as the host, if that makes sense. But it's kind of like, the SCP is kind of like, 035. Sorry for the cat, I went to go get some water. Okay, but continuing with what I said, 035 is basically the mask, the possessive mask, that once you put on, it's going to kill you. So it can, and it does that to escape the SCP Foundation. But my SCP, the one that can possess the D class, or the one that the D class can wield, she is the one who can like safely wear it without dying if anyone else tries to wear it other than Dr. Tokira or the D class, who I'm going to call Sarge because that's her name. So if anyone else tries to wear it other than Dr. Tokira or Sarge, the mask will kill all brain function and try to possess them. And then once they find their host, it will basically just say, can you just take me off and just wear me, or just put me back in my damn containment cell, right? Okay, but that's besides the point. Here's more about Dr. Tokira. So yes, a D class is Dr. Tokira's sister, and another one of their siblings is a mobile task force. Agent Tokira is a 5th degree scientist who graduated with a humanities degree, a science degree, and just all that, even a biology degree. And basically they know about the stuff that works outside of the laws of humanity. And actually, fun fact, Dr. Tokira actually was the only one who was left still alive at her site after containment breach happened. So the SCPs that were at her containment had to be contained somewhere else, and she got moved to other sites. Now Dr. Tokira doesn't really have a solid little site she works at. She just moves around a lot from site to site. Her most common sites is Site 19, Site 42, and Site 15. I'm trying to think if I accidentally said the two numbers at the same time. But yeah, in case I did, she works at Site 19, Site 15, and Site 42. And these are the SCPs she's actually worked with the most. So I'm going to list off the ones she's worked with the most. She's worked with the Indestructible Reptile and or SCP-682. She's worked with SCP-073, 076, and 079. Cain, Abel, and the old AI unit. Yeah, the computer basically that's hooked up to a cassette tape. Sai has also actually tried to interview SCP-035 as well. And basically in her case, she actually got along pretty well with him because she was also interviewing SCP-035 with the SCP that she has, which is also the mask, who also has the host, which is the D class, or aka her sister. She's also interviewed SCP-049. And within that, the most violence she's ever had in an interview would probably be with 076 and 682. And her favorite SCP is probably going to be 079 and 999, despite how rude 079 is to her. I was thinking about 096, so I'm really sorry if I actually said 096. 096 is the Shy Guy. Speaking of, she actually has also interviewed the Shy Guy and actually does have some form of bond, quote-unquote bond with him, not like romantically, just like interview type, if that makes sense. Dr. Takira doesn't really freak out when containment breaches happen, considering that they're practically immortal and they don't really care, but they do go after their siblings and concern for them, because they're scared that they're going to die from an SCP. And yeah. So, yeah. But that's the end of this video, guys. I hope y'all have a good day. Like, subscribe, and yeah. Clownhaven out!